Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the sway bar bushings on a Toyota Highlander. Now this is it's a 2009, it's a sports edition, but I believe it should be the same on the other ones. But let's go ahead and get started. To complete this, these are the only items that you'll need. Obviously, you'll need your replacement bushings. You can get them very inexpensive online. You can get them automotive stores anywhere. They're easy to find. Next, you're going to need a ratchet and just a 12mm socket to remove the bracket that holds them down. I do have a 3-inch extension, which is highly recommended. You may also need to get just maybe like a little 1-inch adapter as well for some tight spots, but that's all you'll need. So we're underneath, and your bushing is located right in here. You have this little metal cap that holds it down. It's got a bolt on each side, 12mm. So you have one on that side, which is the driver's side. If we turn this side, there's the other one right there. And you can see on this vehicle, they look a little worn out. So we're going to be changing them out. Very easy to do. I'll also show you what it would look like if you're going in through the wheel well. But I found from back here, or if you have a lift, it's a lot easier to get to. So let's go ahead and remove that metal kind of harness or strap, and then we'll swap them out. Coming in here through the wheel well, here's your sway bar here. If you follow it back right there, that is the bushing right there, but it's easier to get to it from underneath. This side can be a little tricky, which is facing towards the back, because as you can see, there's not much room in there. So with an extension or anything, extension's too long, even a 3-inch. Regular socket's too short. So what I did is just use a little adapter with a cobalt socket. That way it'll grab it and no problem. So we'll get this off, then we'll head over to the other side. Okay, so we have it off. So if we lift this, here's our bushing right here. Normally it should have rubber on top. You can see how worn out it is. So we'll take that off. We'll get the other side, and then we'll put the new ones on. So as you can see here on the bushing, it has the little opening there so you can expand it. So we're going to go ahead and open it up, slide it over the sway bar, and then we'll put the bracket back on it, and then screw it back down, and then we can move on to the other side. All right. Bring it down to that edge, and then we do have next we have this base that needs to go up, so we have to move this sway arm a little bit out of the way. We can get that in place, and that will get mounted onto it. And now we can bring this piece, slide it over. It should give a nice tight bond. There we go. And then we can get it all the way down, and then we'll start bolting it down and move on to the other one. Looking at it now, you can see the new one in place. It looks good. So we'll do the next one there on the other side. Coming in on this side, which is the passenger side, you've got the exhaust coming through here, which is a little bit of an obstacle. But if we come closer, you can see it right back there. And you can see that bushing is completely destroyed. But so you kind of have to feel around. What I'm doing is I'm using the 3-inch extension and just dropping it right back in there. And we'll use kind of the same setup that we had on the other side. But we'll get this off and swap this one out. Once you work it out, and this is the one facing towards the back, it's very tight. I found if you just use a 3-inch extension, you can just turn it by hand to work it the rest of the way. There we go. And then now we can just raise this. These can sometimes be seized down, especially if it's been on here a while. And there we go. Take that off. And here's the old bushing falling apart. But you get this underneath piece, like support. Here's a shot from the wheel well. You can see how we just put the new one on. There's the mounting piece. And then now we're going to go ahead and put the cap back on it and then bolt that down. If you're having a hard time getting to it, what I had to do was just kind of jack up right here, just flat underneath the bottom of the rotor. You don't want to damage the rotor, but just raised it up enough to compress the whole strut assembly there, move everything up so you can get that. Otherwise, it's too tight of a fit unless you're doing the stabilizer links. So let's go ahead and bolt it down. Everything is in place, bolted down nice. You can see how much better that looks. So now we're done. Both of them have been replaced. All right, well, that wraps up this video on how to replace the sway bar bushings on a Toyota Highlander. This is a 2009 Sport model. But I hope this video was informative for you, helped you out with any projects that you're working on. If you have any questions, comments, please send them in. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I appreciate all the support, so please like the video, subscribe to this channel. I have a couple other videos that I've done with this vehicle that will be linked down in the description. I'll see you next time.